Today, I talk about the newest set, Megalo Cannon. This is Lugia's Thundurus. Friday? Hey everybody, this is Lugia from Pokemon Bros 1000, and today I'm going to talk about the newest set, Black and White 9 Megalo Cannon, which is going to be released in Japan very soon. And as you can tell, the lighting is bad, and you know what that means. We're going to be doing a set review. So, the reason this is not coming out on Thursday is I didn't have time yesterday, and I was going to, but at least we're actually doing it. So let's get on with it. I'll turn off the light so we get better lighting from the computer, and let's get started. EX Full Art Fill. So this is it. This is the Megalo Cannon booster box. It's going to be Black and White 9. Hopefully we still have one more because there are a lot of cards they still haven't had in. And if you like my Google Chrome theme, Pokemon. So, yeah, there it is. There's an Azelf on the side and a Dredagon. So, now we'll get on with the set. So first we have a Surskit. I'll just go through these cards pretty quickly. Surskit, Masquerain, which looks pretty cool. It's got an ability. Any number of times during your turn, you may return a Pokemon tool card attached to one of your Pokemon to your hand. So I guess that's okay. They have a lot of fossil Pokemon. So this is the first one, Lileep, and they all have, the basic ones all have this ability, which lets you search your discard pile. It lets you get this card out of your discard pile and put it into the bottom of your deck. So that's all of the basic fossil Pokemon. So then we have Tropius and Cradily, Carablast, Shelmet, Excelgor, which looks pretty cool. And then we have our first EX, which is really cool. Virizion EX. It's actually a pretty good card. There's the whole thing. And now I'll read what it does. It's got an ability which is pretty good. Spring Breeze. A Pokemon with a grass energy attached to them cannot be affected by special conditions, and then if anything has special conditions, you remove special conditions. So this will stop any deck from trying to hypnotoxic laser them or anything of that sort. So that'll be very, very helpful. And then it's got Emerald Slash, which you only need one grass energy and a colorless, and that's 50 damage. You can attach 2 grass energy from your deck to one of your bench Pokemon if you do shuffle your deck afterwards. So, sorry about that. This will help. This is going to be a very, very useful card to take out Keldeo. And then it's got a partner to go with it, and that is the mascot of this set, Genesect EX. So, very beautiful, awesome card. And it's got an ability, Red Signal. When you attach a plasma energy to this Pokemon from your hand, you may switch your opponent's active Pokemon with one of his or her bench Pokemon. So it lets you pretty much catcher up a Pokemon, except, it is a catcher. When you attach a plasma energy to your Genesect EX. Then it's got its attack, which is the name of the set, Megalo Cannon. For 2 grass and a colorless, you can do 100 damage and does 20 damage snipe. So this will be very good also because there's a fire weakness, and there's not that many fire cards that people are actually using. So this will be very good against Keldeo, and this set's name could be called the Death of Keldeo. It won't be called that, definitely won't, but this is going to be really helpful against Keldeo. And Genesect has its 2 on Apex, which we'll talk about later. So then our only 2 fire-type cards are Larvesta and Volcarona, which is our first regular holo, there it is. Pretty cool. And then we have Lapras, Remoraid, Octillery, Snorunt, Glalie, Relicanth, Snover's, Abomasnow, and then we have Tortuga, which is another fossil Pokemon, so it's got that ability. Then we have an Electric and a Tynamo and Electric, which I looked at because that was a useful deck, but they're not any good, so they're not going to be added to those decks. And then we have this Electros, which I thought maybe could have been added to a deck, but it's not that good. There's what it does if you want to read it. Not that good. You can check all these scans on Pokebeach if you need to. So then we got Drifloon and Drifblim with an ability. There's the Drifblim. It looks pretty cool. It's at the Elite Four. Its ability, each of this Pokemon's attack require one less colorless energy for each Team Plasma Pokemon your opponent has in play. So if your opponent has 3 Team Plasma Pokemon in play, you get a free attack. And then we have these, which I expected to be in the set. We got Uxie. And then we have one of them is a Holo, Mesprit, and then we have Azelf. Mesprit is also the best, I guess, because it has an ability, but it's not even that good. Its ability, it says that if you have a Uxie or an Azelf in play, all your Pokemon have no weakness, but I doubt you'd ever be playing these because they're not any good. So, now we'll move on. We have a Munna and a Musharna, and then we have another Sigilyph. And I knew Sigilyph was good before with its ability, Safeguard. And this one had an ability, so I made sure to check, and it just says this Pokemon can have up to 4 Pokemon tools attached to it, which is very good, but that would be a lot of tools attached to your Pokemon. I doubt it'll see that much play, but it could, as a tech card, maybe. It's a really weird ability, and then its attack for a Psychic and a 2 colorless, it does 70. Okay, so then we have Solosis, Duosion, Reuniclus, Golurk, which is a Holo and looks really cool, really nice. This set is a very nice set. Now we have our fighting types, Machop, Machoke, and then a Machamp, which is actually pretty okay. It has very nice artwork. It has an ability, and it's a Holo. And its ability, attack from fighting type Pokemon, are not affected by resistance. So attacks from fighting type Pokemon, am I reading this wrong? Because I don't understand it. From fighting Pokemon or not? Oh, okay. So when fighting type Pokemon attack, their attacks aren't affected by resistance by the defending Pokemon. So we have Throw, Sock, Archeops, and no, not Archeops. Archin, Archeops, a Holo, pretty nice. And then we have Houndour and a Houndoom Holo, which is really nice. Not that great a card. Aron, Laron, Aggron, and then another EX, Jirachi EX. Now I don't think this card will see any play actually. 90 HP with an ability and a 60 attack, 60 damage attack. 90 HP is very bad, but its ability when you play this card from your hand to your bench, shoot your deck for a supporter card, reveal and put it into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. This could help with, this could be a tech card maybe. Then we have a Escavalier, Dialga EX, which is not that good. I won't even go through the attacks because they're not that good. Go on Pokebeach if you want to see them, pokebeach.com. Then we have a Palkia EX. Both of them are very nice cards. Then we have Axew, which is perfect for your Iris, which just lets you get an Iris card and put it in your hand. So it's weird. And then we have a Haxorus Holo, which not any good. Druddigon, Porygon 2, Porygon Z Holo, not that great. As often as you like during your turn, you may move one plasma energy attached to one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. So it's okay, not that much play again. Teddiursa, Ursaring, Chatot, and then we have all our fossil cards, and then we have our first item, Silver Bangle. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is not an EX, it's attacked as 30 more damage to the active Pokemon EX. So yeah, it's okay, but yeah, I think it'll see play. If this Pokemon this tool is attached to is not a Pokemon EX, it is unaffected by damage and effects from Team Plasma Pokemon. So Silver Mirror, that's pretty good. Then we have Reversal Trigger, which if the Pokemon this tool is attached to is Team Plasma Pokemon is knocked out by damage from a post attack, search your deck for any card reveal and put it into your hand. So it's like you just gotta search your deck when you're knocked out. So I guess that's good. Then we have a very good supporter, Iris. During this turn, your Pokemon's attacks do 10 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So that's very good. If it's the end of the game, you can be doing 50. Then we have Caitlyn, which is an Elite Four member, and it does return any number of cards from your hand to the bottom of your deck in any order you like, then draw an equal number of cards. So that's very good. Just put anything you want in there and redraw the same amount of thing. Then we have our first A-Spec. There are three 3 A-Specs in the set. And then this one does return one of your Pokemon and all cards attached to it to your hand. So that'd just save a Pokemon if it's going to die or something. Then we have G-Scope, which is for your Genesect EX, so that it's better. It gains this attack, G-Scope. It does 100 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And then it's also, we've got this other one, G-Booster, which for 2 grass and a colorless, which is same for G-Scope. There's 200 damage, and then you discard 2 energy cards attached. And then this attack is not affected by effects of the defending Pokemon. Then we have a Plasma Energy again, and then we have the full arts, which you can go check out on Pokebeach.com. I'll let you do that yourself. And the full art Iris, and then we have this shiny Execute. Yeah. Think about that. It's actually gonna maybe be a good card with Weavile, which when the number of cards you discard, you multiply the number of cards you discard by 30, and that's how much damage you do. And that Weavile and this Execute will both be in Plasma Freeze, so that could be a deck in itself, with some tech EXs. Then we have Virizion EX, which is the same as the Noble Victories one, and then we have Dusknoir from Boundaries Crossed, and Shiny Rare Candy. And then there's this Blastoise Kyurem EX deck, which has some exclusive cards. And yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. That was my review of the Genesect EX. No, of the Megalo Cannon set. Go check it out on Pokebeach. This is Lugia. Go check out our Facebook page, like it, and subscribe, and like this, and comment with what you want me to do for the next Lugia's Thundurus Thursday. And bye.